My name is Jordan Marsh. I'm a trial lawyer, and this is one of a series of videos that we've produced about safely interacting with police on the street. I'd like to talk a little bit about how to interact with the police on the street, and I want to be clear about something. When I talk about things, I'm not talking about the way the world should be, the way that police should operate. I'm talking about putting yourself in the best possible position to increase your odds of preserving your physical safety and your legal rights. So one day you're walking down the street and a police officer pulls up and starts asking you questions, and you answer the questions truthfully. The next thing you know, the police officer says you're under arrest. Now you know you've done nothing wrong, and you know the officer has no reason to believe that you've done anything wrong. The officer says, "Put your hands behind your back. I want to handcuff you." What do? You put your hands behind your back and let the officer handcuff you. Under no circumstances should you ever resist arrest, for a number of reasons. First, resisting arrest is a crime, and in Illinois, as well as other jurisdictions, it's a crime even if the arrest that you're resisting is later found to be unlawful. Two, when you resist arrest, you provide the officer with probable cause to arrest you. Again, even if the officer didn't actually have probable cause in the first place. Now, you've eliminated any potential civil rights claim for false arrest. Three, and perhaps the most important reason, when you resist arrest, an officer is allowed to use force to effectuate that arrest. And depending on the nature of the resistance, the more you resist, the more force the officer uses. There are two categories of resistors. There are passive resistors and active resistors. Spoiler alert, they're both illegal. A passive resistor is someone who resists by refusing the officer's commands. The officer says, "Put your arms behind your back," and you don't do it. The officer says, "Your arrest, please get out of the vehicle," you stay in the vehicle. An active resistor is someone who affirmatively takes actions to thwart the arrest. The officer attempts to take your arms and move them behind you. You brace your body and keep your hands in front of you. That is active resistance. Giving the officer false information is actually resisting arrest. That's active resistance. Fleeing is active resistance. And fighting with the officer and struggling with the officer is active resistance and can actually turn into a felony aggravated battery claim and put yourself in real physical and legal jeopardy. Things can easily spiral out of control with tragic results. We've seen it way too many times.